Right. I was playing some Skyrim. I had a good Chipotle meal in my stomach, and it kept me off balance. What's up, guys? Welcome to Escape in Paradise, and today's day 4. And I'm using this as a log to essentially keep track of my downfall as I see everything the way it's happening. Now, the main reason I mentioned before, I'll say it again, why I started doing this, why I started doing this in the first place, is to keep track of my shelf during quite possibly the worst time of my creative career, mainly because during my last option of creativity, my last spurt, I ran into a pitfall that I couldn't really avoid. My computer decided to just fuck up on me, and I was just continuously having error messages like that and won't allow me to do what I want. Now, the whole point of that was to go and tie back to the NPC conversation, right? Because, you know, NPCs are those who are okay being autopilot. I kind of am not for a lot of reasons. And I feel like the main reason is because of the fact that I know what it's like to be an autopilot, and I kind of want to connect back in that world. So that's why this whole channel was made. It's based like a dream log, essentially. And I do live streaming, so that's that. Anyway, back to my main point. The main point is this. I want to consume flesh. Devour and digest flesh. Think about it this way. Have you ever truly craved something that was just absolutely forbidden at all times? Like something that you just cannot have due to not even moral reasons, not even ethical reasons, just because like it's just outright disgust, right? Ever question that? Because I have like numerous amounts of affiliations with such things that would make me a vile beast if I did partake in those activities. And many of them do include partaking in crimes. Now, I'm not saying that is the only reason I'm not doing crimes is because I don't want to go to jail or anything. No. I'm just saying those desires are still there. Like you have to deny those primal cries because, you know, you want to live with yourself. Because it's basically like the whole, not paradox, but it's like I guess paradox of like, if you can commit X, Y, Z, would you do it if you can get away with it? Like, like genuinely, if you were genuinely curious, would you do it? Like, as this has been the best question. Like, if you were genuinely like, I want to murder someone, and then someone gave you the option to do so, and then, hey, what's up, Killer B? That's beautiful time, by the way. I just said murder someone, Killer B comes back, and they give you the option to do so, and you're free. Would you just commit the murder action? I feel like a lot of people say yes there because, like, if you can get away with something, why wouldn't you do it? Why wouldn't you plunge your knife in someone's flesh? You know what I mean? Why wouldn't you want to go and see their soul escape their body? Like, why wouldn't you want to do that? It seems amazing. It seems like a very wonderful escapade to go and die for. What's up, everybody? And I guess we can go even deeper than that, because like, what does it feel like to genuinely want to see someone's intestines ripped outside of their body? Like, what does that feel like? What does it look like to see blood just trickle down your hands? And what does the blood taste like on your hands? What does all that stuff taste like? What does it feel like? How does it smell? What does it sound like? What would you do with that? These are very interesting questions to ask yourself. Now, of course, you can't do them, obviously, because again, the automatic disgust you get. It's very, very cool. Yes, I am good. It is just it's disgusting. It's testable. I understand. Very, very, very just. It makes you appalling. Now, the question I'm trying to get here is like, why is it appalling? Is it appalling because it's illegal, or is it appalling because you think you have this sort of moral standing where it's like, if I don't want that to be done to me, you know what I mean? Like where, at what line are we doing here? Because I feel like on my end, the reason I don't partake in these activities is because at the end of the day, I don't feel like murder is justified due to the fact that I don't think to be murdered is such a wonderful act. Now, that within itself is such a fragile defense mechanism. Morals, yes, morals, exactly. It's such a fragile defense mechanism to just keep you. I mean, let me put it this way. Some people say they don't murder because they don't want to go to jail. that's just as fragile as saying I don't murder because I think it's bad. You know what I mean? Because there are instances where you would prelude the morality or prelude the criminality and just commit murder. You know, self-defense is a perfect example of that. Or if you're just batshit insane, perfect examples. And if you're able to do that, like you're able to like crack the code and just open your mind and try to get through the morality and the criminality aspect and the fear of being caught or whatever, then would you do it then? Like if someone just boop, dropped a gun in your lap and said, go ahead and kill those people. And if you do it, you get away with it. You get a new name, you get a new ID, you get a new tattoos to disguise your face, you get $1 million and you get to live life happily ever after. Like, would you do that though? Like, when I'm talking about rape, rape's a completely different subject. That's, I mean, you can basically have the same conversation with rape, but that's a completely different subject though. But, anyway, as I was saying, that was a wild subject though, because like I feel like rape, you can't really. There's no justifiable reason to actually rape someone, and that's what I'm saying. It's a different subject. That's why I specifically focus on murder. Anyway, my point here though is going back on the scotch-free getaway murder aspect, right? You do it. You have to live with that for the rest of your life. However, since you didn't get any consequence from committing said crime or crime in this specific aspect, you won't feel guilty about it because you got away with it and you got a reward for it. Because I feel like the main disincentive, other than your morals from not committing murder, is the criminal aspect. You get charged with, you know, going to jail. You get charged with what? Rape is good. Oh, buddy. No, we're not. we ain't that crazy, brother. I don't know the fuck. Yeah, anyway, jail, and we get seen as disgusting, vile creatures because of the fact that we did the murder. But if we weren't criminalized about it, like for example, if we could make any, if we made like I'm trying to, what my whole point of this is trying to say is like the law and criminality within itself is just malleable, it's bendable, it's however we see fit. We can one day at the flip of a script be like, you know what, drinking water is illegal, and we can do it. We can easily put that standard out there right now. And I feel like the way you could do this is simply this way. You can be like, whenever you drink water and you're caught doing it in public, you get thrown in jail for 20 years. And if you ever drink water outside in public and someone catches you doing it, they're going to condemn you for drinking water outside in public. And if they do that, then you have the social fear of trying to do that outside. And if you get caught doing it in front of authorities, they're going to arrest you. So you have the authoritarian fear of being caught drinking water, and you have the social aspect of being condemned for drinking water, and you also have every other aspect essentially pinning you down and saying you cannot drink water because it is bad. And then you're going to ask yourself, why is it bad to drink water? And then you're going to say instinctively from that reaction, because I don't want to go to jail. Like that's what I'm saying. Like law in itself is very bendable, and like depending on law to restrict you or hold you back is a very fickle manner, because we can make law whatever the fuck we want to make it, because law is something we made up. Law doesn't exist outside of our reality. Like you don't go to Two Monkeys and be like, hey, you guys made a law about fucking testosterone yet? Like you don't do that shit, you know what I mean? Law and everyone around you being disappointed will be the reason you don't do it sometimes. You can't murder someone unless the government sees it as fit to do so. When you think about it, like look at war. Look at war. Do any of the soldiers go to jail after they have like 40 bodies on their hands? No. So there are times when murder is justified. You know what I mean? So that's what I'm saying. Like laws can be bent, they can be broken, and they can't be the only backbone for your ethics and morality. Because do you think being gay is the right? Do you think being straight is the right? Do you think being white is the right? Do you think being black is right? Do you think being Asian is the right? Do you think, like, when you say right, what do you mean? Like, do you mean the right to marry? Because that's a different subject. But if you think like a gay person as an entity existing as a right, what does that even mean? Like, do I think gay people should exist? Just fucking up. I need tech out over here. what's the name? Oh, I think it's right. I mean, it is what it is. Like, it is what it is. It's just a thing. Anyway, so back to the main topic though. It's so the thing with the murder and the thing with the murder and well, yes, it's fine. It's like being straight. It's fine. Like just like being a lesbian. It's fine. It's a thing. It's a thing. And it's not like you can just turn an off switch and be straight to fit in society. Like that's just not a viable option for people. You can't be like, oh, I like men, and then psych, I like women, since society, you know, deems me liking men as an abomination. It's kind of vile to get on that idea of conversion therapy, because it's basically like torturing you to actually go into the water aspect, right? Because if being gay, for example, is a crime, and you have to avoid being gay or else you're going to be punished, condemned, and even killed for it, then there's going to be less people who are going to be outwardly gay. Does that mean gay people are going to stop existing? No, because the concept of gayness isn't something you can just conjure up because you feel like it. It just happens. Oh? No? What do you mean? No? You say no to every, like, what? Elaborate, brother. Elaborate, Shadow Man. Okay, my computer's going haywire over here now. It's like starting to fucking spaz out right now. Starting to go haywire, starting to go crazy. It's like, you hate gay people because they're gay. Why? Why? Valid question. You know, if the hate's there, decent question to ask. The Conjuring part? Who the fuck is Dre? Fuck. Oh, okay, never mind. Sorry. I'm right. What to say? Yeah, because gay people exist. They have always existed since time has been a thing. You know, unless you're religious, and I can't talk the anti-gay speech out of you because you're just helpless. But that's a different story. Yeah. The law is malleable, and if the law is the only reason you don't do stuff, then you are fucking insane. You just are. I don't know if you guys read 1984 before, but basically it's like if the absolute control of your own life could be under someone's authority and willpower. It's like I don't know. I think like a best part of Summer of 1984 and like how they got people to just mind think and mind lump themselves is if you ever go to an NFL game, for example, or NBA game, or like a hockey game, and they do the Pledge of Allegiance shit. It's like, stand for the Pledge of Allegiance, and then you're doing it out of nowhere for just no reason whatsoever, and then you don't feel anything towards the song that's being said. You don't feel anything towards the music you hear about something, soldiers and bombing people and shit, but you just do it because the crowd and the aura and everyone else is doing it. The very essence of just being a part of people, just culminating with a together people, it swoops you up. It gets you into the mind melding atmosphere, and next thing you know, you're just caught up in it. And then it's like that. It's very easy to just get caught up in something if literally everything everyone around you is doing it, even if you know it's like wrong or weird, because we all want to belong. What do you think I'm making this? I want to belong somewhere. You know what I mean? Like we all have the sense of just wanting to belong. Like you want to belong in a group of people who think like you because it's comfortable not to be challenged, and it's also comfortable to be comfortable because it's easy, and we like things being easy. And why do you like things being easy? Because hard work is hard. And why is hard work hard? Because it takes stress and it takes numerous amounts of activities to get to the heart. It's like a compounding factor there, central to there. It's quite It's quite a thing to think about consistently. Um, I feel like the Skyrim shit's fucking bothering me. I feel like what time as well. Time is an interesting thing to me, right? So you can be like, oh my god, an hour just passed and only like 20 minutes passed, and I want to say that proves how fickle time is. But what it does is like when you think about time as a concept, it without you realizing it slows down for you because you're thinking about you in the moment and then you existing in the future of the next moment that you're going to exist in while thinking about the moment you're thinking of consistently. And you thinking about this right now is making time go slower for you because they're thinking about consciously as time passes you by, as the molecules fly everywhere, as the dust particles just get dustier and some bullshit like that. It keeps on going, whether or not you notice it or not. It's like when you breathe, right? You notice yourself breathe, you then breathe a lot more consciously, a lot more laboriously because you have to realize that you're actually breathing. So if you notice both your breathing and timing, everything starts to slow down a little bit. You start thinking a little bit like more subconsciously, you start thinking like there's something in my fucking head that's not supposed to be there, or am I the thing in my head moving my body? It's just like self-consciousness within itself is such not I keep saying paradox. It's almost self-defeating in a sense, right? Because if you there's a limit to how much you can know about yourself before it just hinders your existence. Because my whole NPC thinking about it on my last stream was like, if you had the choice of being an NPC, i.e. not being as hyper aware or like not as fully functional as you can be towards things around you, would you do it? I instantly would say yes, because I would get so much stuff done. I would enjoy my life infinitely more if I can just live life as a normal fucking person without realizing that like every single millisecond of my life is just being wasted if I don't do something I like. You know what I mean? Like if I can just do things because I'm doing them, that's a lot easier, a lot more fun, and a lot more fulfilling than just thinking about every single millisecond just burning away if I don't do something I need to be fulfilling my life with. It's just an unjust and unfair and a very just self-destructing fucking life to live. It's very unfulfilling to constantly have this impending doom over your nipples. It's kind of crazy. I know it ended off pretty well. I said nipples there, but you know, it is what it is. I have midlife crises every day, okay? Crises, I guess is what the word is talking about. I have them on a daily basis. It's not because, well, I mean, it might be because I'm mentally unbalanced. That might be it. Who fucking knows, right? I'm not a doctor. But it's because I have to think about thinking on a consistent basis. And I have to also put away the thoughts of me thinking about those thoughts on a consistent basis as well. It's not really like, it doesn't help. It just fucking delays and stalls the things I need to get done. It delays the inevitable. Like at the end of the day, no matter how hard I hesitate, I have to pull the trigger to get this, that, and this done. Holy shit. Like, you know what I mean? Like procrastination and I think it's lethargy and the philosophy of nepotism. I think it's nepotism, right? I don't want to say nepotism. I don't fucking know. Anyway, the thought of the hesitation and the void you get from just not making a decision, I honestly want to say is way worse than making a decision you regret or making a decision you love. Because if you think about it this way, if a roach comes at you, this is a perfect example because I think I saw a roach last night. I'm fucking scared. I don't know why I didn't kill it. If a roach comes at you and then you look at it and it runs away, you didn't make a decision whether or not to kill it. You didn't consciously make a decision because you were thinking about whether or not you're going to kill it or not. But that decision of you thinking about what to do wastes the time to hurry up and make a decision effectively, and the decision was already made for you. And at the end of the day, even if you don't want to make a decision, the decision was already made for you regardless. That's why I want to try to not waste my time while I'm young, but I always find myself playing the game. That's another thing too, right? That's another. No, I'm fucking talking about that too. So when people say playing video games is a waste of time, I saw this on Reddit and it kind of like blew my mind. Do they ever think about watching a movie as a waste of time? Do they ever think about eating food as a waste of time? Because you can argue that eating food that you do not need to eat is a waste of time. You could make that argument. Do they ever say that watching TV is a waste of time? Do they ever say that talking to their friends who they don't need to talk to is a waste of time? They only focus on video games is a waste of time because number one, they don't understand what the fuck a video game is. They just don't. They're normies. They're NPCs. They don't really get how immersive video games are. And number two, video games are like playing a movie essentially, and they don't understand it as a concept. Like, why don't you just watch a fucking movie? For the people who complain like this, so therefore they think you're just wasting time. Like, you might as well just live the life in the movie, in the game, instead of playing it. But you can again apply that same logic to anything else. Instead of reading a magazine, why don't you just live life and become a model? Instead of watching a documentary on construction workers, become a construction worker. It's like that type of like illogical, like it blows my mind. Like, why do you solely focus on bashing video games just because you don't understand it? It's because you don't like them. You don't see me bashing fucking working 90 hours a week just because I think it's a waste of time. I mean, I do that all the time, but you don't see me like doing that as like working 90 hours a week is a waste of time because you don't need that much money to live. You only need this much money to live. Like, that just foreign concept to me. Video gamers are oppressed except when they're not. Holy shit. It's mind-boggling to me. Like, again, I hate video gamers. I hate all gamers, but I am a video gamer myself, so I had to defend the concept. When you are playing a video game, it is the equivalent of watching a TV show. It is. Because in a TV show, you have to dive yourself into the show because that's the whole point of the story, is to show you these different avenues and be like, and Rosa over here fucked Johnny because Johnny had sex with Tom, and Tom over here fucked Becca because Becca had it makes you feel like you're part of the story when you don't even exist within the universe that doesn't exist at all. And that is literally video games, except you get to move around, except you are the cameraman in the video game. I mean, and the two were condemned. I feel like it might be the crowd, right? The crowd of video gamers might kind of fuck the image up, but just because the crowd of something is fucked up doesn't mean the entirety of the essence of the thing it is fucked up. You know what I mean? It doesn't make any sense. I guess it makes sense for people who do. I guess that, yeah. Yes, esports is a real sport. Now, when you say real sport, what do you mean real sport? Because it wouldn't be a sport if it wasn't called sports. If it wasn't a sport, it wouldn't be called esports. You know what I mean? Like, it exists. What's up, Killer B? Welcome back, brother. Don't go too crazy on me now. Don't. I'm gonna double that time. Cause like, I feel like depends what the definition of sports is, right? Wish I could pull it up on me right now, but like my computer will not allow me to do like one thing at a time. So that's probably won't fix anything. Cause like, if the definition of sports is something like competition between opposition or something like that, then literally anything involving like a strict set of rules with an objective and goals and a clear distinct winner is a sport. It's just that we view sports as physical tough things because we think of sports as, well, that's why, because we view it as society as just that as being a sport, even though sports as a definition are just, you know, something you win, a competition against opposition. This very like, we live in a society who doesn't really like video games. We don't. We associate video games with a bunch of nerds who don't do anything with their lives other than just waste it away and die and rot off in hell and hate women and shit. That's what we associate video games with. So if we associate video games with those people, then we're not gonna, well, not we, but society, we're not gonna like video games as an entirety because that's what we associate video games with. It's like the K-pop stan appeal, right? It's like a lot of people don't partake in K-pop because of K-pop stans that make K-pop look bad. But does that mean K-pop music within itself is bad? No, K-pop music is kind of good sometimes. It do be hitting, but the representation of said K-pop fandom doesn't make it too appealing. The optics isn't there. I feel like the same thing with video games. Like, whenever you think about like video gamers, you think of them as like sensitive crybabies whenever something just, it looks a little different. And that's just, as more people play video games, it's slowly becoming not the case anymore because, you know, if more people play video games, those crybabies are going to become the minority. It's very, very off. Like we've always had a disdain for the youth in general having a way to vent out their frustration. Thanks for the follow, Shadow. Thanks for the follow, Shadow. You've always had like a disdain, because like it seems like whenever we get older, right? I assume we're both like, or most of you guys are like my age. I'm old as shit. Around like Zoomer age, millennial age at that time frame. You might even be older than that. But have you ever like look down into, I'm gonna look at the definition right now. Sorry, my computer's not looking. My computer's just it crashed, dude. I tried to look up sports definition and the shit crashed on me, dude. What the fuck, dude? Like, oh my god. Anyway, whenever we get older, have you like instinctively looked down at someone else, some other generation, like TikTok and shit, and be like, I don't understand TikTok. TikTok's so fucking weird. If you ever said that, if you ever felt that emotion, you ever felt that if it's a reaction to the youth doing something that you're not a part of, that's what literally every other generation thinks of video games, what every other generation thought of fucking punk music, rap music, because like it's something they cannot 100% relate to, therefore it must be bad. It's like, oh, what? Video game got go boom boom pow pow, video game bad. Oh, what? TikTok got the furries on it, boom boom, burn it with fire, it's bad. You know what I mean? Like it's more of like an instinctive judgment, knee-jerk reaction to something we can't relate to. I think it's what the case is, right? Because by definition, hot dog is a sandwich. Okay, all right. So I've watched a few podcasts on this. I've even watched them on a streamer. I'm gonna get to that in a second, because that's just, dear God, is a hot dog a sandwich or not? Fuck. Okay, so you know what? Fuck it. I'm saying it. Hot dog is a sandwich. Well, I'm saying this. If a submarine sandwich that has bread that is closed on one end and is basically like an open fucking V, and it just dips all this stupid meat and cheese in it, and that's considered a sandwich, how is a hot dog not a sandwich? How? Because the whole point of people saying hot dog not a sandwich, because like it has like that little like close shape to it, right? But submarine sandwiches like that too. How is that not a sandwich at all? My shit break? No, it's still here. Yeah, every other generation looks down. Yeah, that's right. Sorry, my shit broke on me, dude. Bro, I'm never looking up anything again. Anyway, my point is that yes, hot dogs are sandwiches. I'm close to your age, no offense. Oh, you're not? Okay, whatever, fuck it. Whoopty damn do. Wait, no, I'm gonna stick on this hot dog sandwich debacle, because I have to at this point, right? You can't just walk away from that subject. So if one piece of bread just gets a separate universe, a bunch of shit on it, another piece of bread on top of like a skyscraper full of meat and cheese on top of that, if that's a sandwich, and how is a closed bun like this not a sandwich? Makes no sense. Again, only people who don't think hot dog's a sandwich are people who want to ruin society as a whole. What about thoughts on porn? Porn is a great avenue to relieve stress, and it is a viable industry, an activity involving physical exertion and skill in which an individual teamwork competes against another for entertainment. So, I mean, if you want to get technical here, isn't playing video games involving physical exertion? Because physical exertion is such like a vague term. This is why I just call food. No, you have to categorize it though, right? You have to categorize food, because you just can't call like a lizard fucking smoothie and a sandwich food. They're not the same thing. You have to separate them, because like a lizard smoothie is taking live lizards, throwing them in a blender, pressing the fucking smoothie up, and watching all the blood and guts and hearing them scream and hearing the bones rattle and shatter and all the dust just particulate within the bone mass while it congeals with the blood and the skin particles. You get this horrible mass of green red mush. That's not food. That's just that. I don't know what the hell that is. That's just something. Why you got a sandwich? Just bologna, cheese, bread, butter, food. Like, I mean, like, it just, I feel like to even like understand like if a hot dog is or isn't a sandwich, you have to like break down whether or not you better get every definition. And at that point, that's just beyond everything. You have to break it down that way. Like I feel like it's almost like at no point there. But some people who saying hot dog isn't a sandwich, like I mentioned before, submarine, because they would call submarine a sandwich every single time. They would do it. They would have to call submarine a sandwich because when you think of a sandwich, you think of meat, cheese, meat, condiment, cheese, vegetables, condiments, bread, like that. You know what I mean? Like I feel like this. If you try to tell an alien or someone who does not know anything about society or food in general, or like non-American, someone who doesn't care about fucking sandwiches, if the earth is round, you don't fucking know that. If you tell someone like, hey, make me food that I can have in my hand to where my hands don't get messy, but the container of the said food in the container is edible too, it would make something kind of like a sandwich. And whatever that is, that's a sandwich. Now the earth being round, right? Okay, hear me out, guys. I think the earth is a pyramid. You know what I mean? Because they got the North Pole over here, the South Pole over here. But that would mean there's one thing at the top. Who's at the top of the world? Exactly. Since you don't know the answer to that question, that's why it's a pyramid. See, it's very simple. Very simple. Very simple. The earth is a pyramid. It's all alive. All alive. Whenever you're walking somewhere and you feel like that stupid lurch in your stomach, you're walking down an incline. The earth's a pyramid. Wake up, people. What's the name? Well, I you know what? Fuck it. Let's try to let's break that down. So, okay. Now explain this, circle globe lovers. If the earth isn't a 3-dimensional pyramid, then how come there are 7 continents? Right? Hear me out. Hear me out. There are 1, 2, 3, 4 corners on a pyramid, right? 5. There are 5 corners. No, the tip of the pyramid is not a corner. There are 4 corners. Okay, we're on it so far. And how many sides on a pyramid are there? There are 1, 2, 3, 4. Yes, because you have to get it on each side to get where you're at, to get the square in the bottom, right? Okay, that's 4, 4. That's 8. So we have 4 corners and 4 sides. Now, here's the tricky part. Since there's no top of the pyramid that's the side, it's just the apex of everything, but there's a bottom, we have to subtract the bottom from the corners and the sides of the pyramid. So 8, which is the corners of the pyramid, plus the sides, minus the 1 bottom, is 7. And that explains the 7 continents. Okay, but that's that. Now, again, why is it whenever we look at the moon, it has a crescent side to it? Like, why does it have a bite mark in it? Because when we're looking at the moon, we're actually on an angle. So therefore, we don't look at the moon directly when the moon isn't fully out. Because when the moon's fully out, then we are tilted on a straight plane so we can see straight. But we're at an angle, we can't see the moon directly because, we're at an angle. Therefore, boom! The Earth's pyramid. What do I think of soggy biscuits? They're lovely. I've literally made an entire stream about this. Soggy bread is the best form of bread ever. It is. It's better than toasted bread. It's better than plain bread. Soggy bread is the best bread ever, and you can't convince me otherwise. You just can't. The earth is a pyramid. Your life's alive. Like you like. Here's my thing. So with plain bread, it's a thing. It just exists. It is what it is. You know, it's like whatever. With toasted bread, it takes work to get there, and that's a lot of effort. With soggy bread, it gets wet in seconds. Therefore, soggy bread is the superior version because number one, you get the moisture, what you truly want, and number two, you get the bread, which is also what you truly want. So therefore, you always win. Like I don't like what is the argument here? Soggy bread just wins. Red bread is nice. Yes. No, here's the thing though. Are you anti-soggy bread? Because if you're anti-soggy bread, I will break your neck. I will take your teeth out one by one and shove them up your nose. The texture. Oh my, you're a texture Andy. You're a texture Andy. Okay. All right. How about this? Whenever you chew bread, do you or do you not get it wet with your saliva? And at that point, when your saliva turns it into mush, is that not soggy bread? And if you say, yes, it is soggy bread, then you are okay with the texture as long as it was transformed to something else before it became soggy in your mouth. And you say, no, it's not soggy bread, then what the fuck is soggy bread then? It's just wet bread. And if your saliva is a moist element, it's going to make it wet. No. Listen. When you make toast bread hard and you eat it, it is still hard when you eat it initially, but after you chew it, it turns into a soggy, congealed mess. So therefore, you are eventually always going to eat soggy bread. So you can't say you hate soggy bread because of texture if you're going to eat it anyway. So, because that means you would just hate soggy bread entirely. You don't hate the idea. You don't hate soggy bread. You just hate having to see it go in your mouth as soggy before it becomes soggy. You know what I mean? I swallowed it whole. You're a freak. You like pre-chewed food in the mouth. That's not the point. That's not the point at all. The point is this, okay? Whenever you have soggy bread, let's say hypothetically you like a biscuits and gravy person. Whenever you eat that, that isn't fucking pre-chewed food in your mouth. It's just wet bread. Wet bread doesn't mean it's like destroying holes of just gravity because it's so wet. It's not like Wild Wet Adventures. It's not like you dip your bread in the ocean and it comes out like just tearing apart the seams. It's just moisture. Soggy bread can become any degree. Just like being, just like, listen. Yeah, I'm streaming tomorrow. Listen. Here's the thing. When you think of soggy bread, do you think of it instantly as being like just wet as fuck as an ocean, or do you think of like the many gradients? Because when I hear toast, I think of burnt toast. Is that fair for all toast lovers? When I think of burnt toast, why I hate burnt toast. Whenever someone brings up burnt toast, you're gonna be like, oh, I love toast. I'm like, oh, you like burnt toast. Like that's not a fair comparison. So if what you're doing here is saying soggy bread is just wet, just congealed, pre-chewed mess, that's a bad faith argument, and you're making the soggy bread debate look like a piece of shit when it's not. It's not. It's a viable option for bread. It is, and it's a superior option regardless. It just is. Like there is no other contention around it. Unless you are an inferior being, you shouldn't be saying otherwise. Burnt toast is good. Oh my. You can't say burnt toast is good. You don't have taste buds at all. I think of both the moisture and texture. Breadcrumbs taste good. Breadcrumbs don't have a taste. They're just... Okay. I think I get your point, but that's just... I will give you this. The crispiness of toast, it is good. It is good. I do get the aesthetics of toast. It looks very pleasing. You know, it looks like it's a very well done, but it is not superior to soggy bread or wet bread in general. How do you make soggy bread? You just basically dip it in gravy, dip it in ketchup, dip it in peanut butter, dip it in mustard. Bread is a very viable option. Okay, now here's another thing though. Like, how do you like your toast then? Because like, I like my toast in even, plain, golden brown. Like, if I had to put it on a gradient scale, like 1 would be like raw toast and 8 would be literally piece of charcoal out of the oven, I'd be on a 4. And if any of you monsters are black bread, you know, all right, do you just, you're eating charcoal. Like, you can't even properly consume. I don't know if you guys have ever eaten burnt bread before, but if you eat it, you're like literally eating rock. Cause like that's how it sounds like. It's just inconceivable to even try to consume. I feel like, hold up, wait a minute. If bread's made out of gluten, and I think gluten has, I think it's like either carbon or some shit. It's some particles. What I'm trying to say is, if you burn something, it's not like soot, essentially, like burnt material. It's not like harmful. If you consume a bunch of burnt bread, I'm trying to say, if you consume a bunch of burnt bread, you are essentially greenhouse affecting, carbon polluting your own body, and you're slowly killing yourself if you eat burnt bread, like charcoal burnt bread on a consistent basis. That being said, you can do what the fuck you want, but having anything above like golden brown gradient wise toast is kind of irrelevant. Yes, I like anime. Okay, want to see how much I like anime? Keep asking that question. I like it this much. But wait, there's more. The taste is worth knocking off a few. You are not a human if you think the fucking burnt toast is worth not a human being worth saving in the war of life, essentially. Yes, these are all manga. All of them. I like Boruto. I haven't read it in a minute though. I like it. It's pretty fun. I didn't like Shippuden enough for me to hate it or hate Boruto. I feel like the way people hate on Boruto is because like they love Shippuden so much. If they didn't love Shippuden as like much as they did, if they weren't as biased, then they would be very charitable to Boruto. But because they love Shippuden so much and they're like simps, then they are going to have they're very biased towards Boruto as a concept because they think Naruto's the only arrogant bastard who can. I mean, of course, Boruto's a flawed character, obviously he is, because he's Naruto's child. But I mean, regardless, like, you know, I mean, it just yeah, the comparisons are like way too common. It's like trying to compare part 1 to part 2 of JoJo's on a consistent basis. Like, I mean, yeah, of course there can be differences, but like at the end of the day, like they're separate entities. You know what I mean? Like, they are their own thing. You can't just consistently like compare them if they try to do anything else. Like, I feel like if they keep comparing Boruto, you won't experience it. Yes, I read all of these. Yes, I had a weeb phase where I would literally buy because I like this fucking pirated app. It was like called like Manga Life, some bullshit like that. It's gone now. I didn't save it. Like, I would read like 80 chapters a day, some crazy shit like that. And after I read it, like a chapter, I'd buy some shit like that. And then yeah, I have a couple more, but that would require me to get up, and I feel like getting up because I would ruin this wonderful pile here. But yeah, manga kind of good. Can you destack the manga? You got too much dip in your chip. No, this is the stack stand. Matter of fact, I might add more to it. You keep talking. I'm going to ruin my life. I'm gonna have to put all this back up. You know what? Fuck it. I'm not putting this back up. I'm gonna keep this here. I'm gonna wake up tomorrow with a dent in my head because it's gonna fucking fall on me because I sleep on the floor. Because right next to me is just a bed with no post, but a frame. Like, think about this. I have a bed frame with no post. So there's a bed frame with a bed in the post with no post. Essentially. Yes, One Punch Man, GOAT. Oh, my favorite manga. My favorite manga is I say D-Grade, man. Goku vs Saitama. All right. Can we be honest here? Can we be honest? I love One Punch Man. I do, but Saitama isn't a real character. He's not. He's meant to be the antithesis of all shonen and anime characters. Therefore, you can't like battle against him because he's like a fucking San Andreas hack. Like, he's supposed to be like instant, like boom, he just wins. So like, that's just that's like saying who wins the fight. fucking George Washington or God. It's like, yes, I just compared God to Saitama. I did do that. That's correct. He's more like not a fallacy. He's like a loophole for the manga and anime weebverse, essentially. Yeah, essentially. I actually had a Dragon Ball Z phase and a Dragon Ball and Dragon Ball Super phase. I spent amount of money on the Dragon Ball Z Dokkan battle game, and I kind of splurged. I'm gonna be honest. I kind of went a little bit too crazy. But I do have permanent Dragon Ball knowledge embedded in my brain. Webtoons, Weebtoons, I assume Webtoons. Like the comic, the web shit. I want to get into that. I've been reading Tower of God and shit. Now Naruto versus Luffy, that's a fair fight, even though Luffy would kick his ass. But that is that is a fair fight nonetheless. Oh man. Like at that point, I feel like it's gonna be like, which anime do you like more? Do you like Naruto or you like Luffy's anime more? That's basically it. In a web, I need to get back. I need to get back in webtoons because I was on webcomics and shit. And Tower of God, I read about this much of Tower of God. I love that. I need to get back in that bullshit. But yeah, I feel like Luffy win because Luffy has more of the power of friendship than Naruto does. Yeah, but Luffy has the power of friendship even more. And he's fought supervillains. I would, you want to be, I'm a hot take here. I think the supervillains Luffy fought, like, as a concept, were a lot tougher than Naruto. The reason Naruto supervillains were tougher than Luffy supervillains was because Naruto supervillains used their power to destroy the world. Like, Pain wanted to, like, fucking flatten the universe. Orochimaru wanted to Jeffrey Epstein kids. Who else did Naruto fight? I'm blanking here. Garo just was suicidal. Sasori was just a puppet fetishist motherfucker. Deidara was a suicidal art guy. I feel like you read Solo Leveling. I think I don't fucking remember. Yeah, I feel like because the Naruto enemies, they're so focused on destroying the world that it seemed like they're more dangerous than the One Piece enemies, but I don't think they are. It's just not. And the power of friendships prevails all. That is true. Naruto would not clap Luffy's cheeks. It wouldn't be that much of an easy fight. Let's just put it this way, right? So if we're talking about Shippuden Naruto, and I assume like chapter 6, 7, okay, so let's do it because I'm thinking it this way. Because if you're thinking like Endgame Luffy and Endgame Naruto, I don't know what the fuck they're like because I'm not that far in both animes or manga. Where I'm at is post time skip Luffy and post Pain Naruto Shippuden. That's what I'm thinking, and I'm thinking Luffy just wins. He just does. I mean, yeah, Naruto can go, hey, I am an animal. I have the Jinchuriki inside me. Ah! He can just do that, of course, obviously. But once he pulls that trump card, then Luffy can go, haha, I'm a piece of rubber. You can't kill me, bitch. Oh, wait. Oh, fuck, I forgot. Luffy's weak to water. Oh, shit, that's kind of a huge issue. Yikes. And he can't use Conqueror Haki against Naruto since Naruto's essentially going to be a fucking Hokage in Shippuden. So it's also another yikes. Oh, wow. You know what? I think Naruto would win. God damn it. God fucking damn it. I want Luffy to win because One Piece better than Naruto, hands down. But fuck you, Luffy. Why are you such a weak piece of shit, Luffy? Why'd you have to make me concede to this easily just contestable debate? Come on, man. All Naruto has to do is like Sharingan Jutsu. No, but listen. Our Naruto has to like Sharingan Jutsu, and then just throw his ass in the water, or fucking Rasengan him into the water, or just get him into the fucking water, or get him to the point where he can't like grab stuff or have enough leverage to use like his like fucking Gear 3 Haki armament shit against Naruto. Because the whole point Because I think here's the thing, right? With Naruto, he can do whatever the fuck he wants, like at any distance. Only problem Naruto, like he has a problem with long distance because he'll have to use that Naruto Shippuden Shuriken fucking Rasengan that he has to throw, and it takes like 40 years to summon because it like basically uses all his chakra. But yeah, so Luffy just gets his ass beat down. Kaido versus Kaguya. Who the fuck is Kaido? Who the fuck is Kaguya? I don't know. I don't fucking know them. I'm not that much of a nerd. I feel like I should know them both. Definitely should. No. The real question you should be having is what the fuck? Oh yeah, Yusuke versus Ichigo. That's the real question. Ichigo versus Luffy. Oh, okay, I guess Ichigo versus Luffy is actually a better one. Because the water thing's such a fucking obvious flaw. I don't. Okay, so we have to lock a time frame again because I don't know anything about Ichigo post the Aizen arc. One Piece, man, lol. So we're gonna lock Ichigo to right before his second training arc with fighting Aizen in his final form. And then we're gonna lock Luffy right after his fight with basically post time skip again. No. We have to lock them in like around the same time frame. Because if we do whatever the fuck we want, then I don't know. You can do whatever the fuck you want. I mean, like you can just make up shit. Be like, oh yeah, Ichigo just he made this new Bankai and it allows him to have two Hadouken respect, and therefore Luffy dies. I wouldn't fucking. But I feel like Luffy would win. I know I just said that he would just get wet up, but I feel like Luffy would win. Because like, I don't know. I feel like Ichigo doesn't have the not the stamina, but Luffy has an automatic defensive mechanism in being a rubber motherfucker, and Ichigo doesn't have that. So if Ichigo gets hit at all, he's gonna be in trouble. Like he's gonna be in some serious trouble. Even if he transforms like in the spirit form, he's still gonna be fucking hurt. Like when he was like trading blows with the flower guy, Ryuka's sister or whatever, or brother. He was getting fucked up. He was getting fucked on. Of course, he won the fight, but he was getting fucked on. So Ichigo doesn't have that much defensive mechanism. However, he is an offensive cannon. He's based like a glass cannon in that fight. So therefore, I think Luffy win out of like just a battle of attrition. It's like just stamina battle and shit. But yeah, anime is complicated. I need to get back into anime very shortly because anime is very complicated. I also am quite a fan of a romance anime. I don't know if anybody knows of that genre. But that I would say is quite possibly my favorite one of my favorite genres. Qualification would come into play. Yeah, I mean it would. I'm not saying it wouldn't, obviously, but like can he I thought you couldn't like if we're talking like before he could control it though, like it wouldn't be like it'd be like Naruto, like essentially like you can't really control it, so it's gonna be kind of hard to do that. But yeah, so I love romance anime, and let's just say I am quite a big fan of a certain romance one. Take a guess here which show I'm referring to. I don't know if you can find out what show I'm talking about here. It's put it on top of this shit. Can't even see it. There's no point even doing this, honestly. You can't even see the shit. Yes, Inuyasha is my shit, dude. It genuinely is. I love Inuyasha so much. Like holy moly. So like, it's so cheesy and wholesome enough to just easily fall in love with it. And it stayed. Like, look at this. If I move, it's gonna break my shit, right? Let me see. Yeah, that's fucking camera fell, dude. I can't get the camera because it's gonna fucking break my goddamn. Oh god. The stack didn't fall, my camera did. Oh god. How do I? Oh no. Okay, I gotta turn this off real quick because if I keep it on, I have to. The curse of Inuyasha made this happen, dude. Holy shit. Where is it? Right here. You are now into the void. Darkness of your soul. Ask the questions that they will be heard and forgotten. All right. All that just to get my books in the shot. Was that worth it? Kinda. I would say kinda. I would say it's kind of worth it. To be honest. I take. Okay, there we go. The stack keeps building. I want to make it higher. You watch Shinamoto? No, I don't know what the fuck that is. Yusuke versus Ichigo. Yeah, I did say that. So I feel like that would be more fair, right? Because so from what I know of Yusuke, his last form was that demon bullshit, right? That cop out demon form. Which, by the way, Yu Hakusho was on borderline 10 out of 10 before that demon arc. That demon arc made me want to rip out someone's esophagus. Holy shit. Anyway, that is Yusuke's final form, and Ichigo's final form can be the final form he had when he beat Aizen in his like full on Hollow Knight phase. I feel like if you strip both of their plot armors off and basically have them fight each other, I think Ichigo would win. I think so. Cause wasn't Yusuke's no, because they don't have that many like medium to long distance capabilities. So I think just Ichigo got that hands down just because I think he's stronger and shit. My TV turn off? Well, goddamn, my TV turned off. Oh, Baki the Grappler. I have a statue of this man right here. You mean Baki the Goat, brother? I got that man right here. Look at that shit, man. It was like I think I got it for a gift. It was like $70, some shit. Kind of clean, kind of neat. Got a Josuke. I was scared. I was got a Josuke figure. You know what I mean? Got this shit on a lot. You know what? to finalize the stack, I'm gonna stack the statues on top of this. That's what I'm gonna do. Finalize the stack to make it real. If it falls and I stop streaming, it's because fucking chi indeed. Because my fucking my books and shit broke everything. Okay. Camera, do not fall off my bedpost. I need to get the top of this, okay? Please don't fall. Please. I beg of you. Fall. Jojo. Yes, Jojo's godly. That's good. Okay. So, I'm gonna put this on top. Oh shit. Okay, that's this actually bad. I don't know who thought of this. Working. Not gonna work. Yeah, that's not gonna work. Okay. Let's set it for JoJo then. JoJo at the top then. The final thing to settle. Oh, it's not gonna. Oh, it is. Wow. Look at that. Oh, it worked. Huh. And they said I was bad at math. Those fucking naysayers, dude. I swear to God. Okay, as long as I don't touch my desk or move anything, I'm fine. You know what? I feel like getting another stack going. I can get another stack going right beside me. I can get like right in front of the camera. You know what? Fuck it. We're getting the risk up. Zoro versus Sasuke. Fuck. I don't. If we're talking post time skip Sasuke and mid Shippuden War. Oops. No, not post time skip Sasuke. I don't fucking know, dude. I don't know. I don't like Sasuke. I don't fucking like Sasuke. I guess Zoro wins because fuck Sasuke. Sasuke is a part-time deadbeat dad, which makes no sense to me. About how does that make any sense? Like my man can't decide to not be a part-time dad or not. Like, come on, brother. Okita, you mean like Okita as in Kengan Ashura? No. Yeah. No. No, Oma Kotigo. I don't fucking know. What's the name? Dear God, man. You guys ever just want to? All right, man. See you later, Killer B. What's going on, brother? Ain't nobody's debating. Sad face. Oh, Oma. Okay, okay. Well, it depends which city you like. Hey, man, no problem, no problem, no problem, no problem. If you like fucking Baki the Grappler more, then Baki wins. If you like Kagan the Shore more, then Oma Takedo wins. You know what I mean? I like Kagan the Shore more, so I feel like he would win there, even though Oma got his ass beat every single chance he got to fight. But hey, I think Baki did too. I don't. I like King of the Shore better, so that's my thing there. That's probably why I have an affliction. Next. Oh! I don't know where that statue went. Oh, there it is, right there. Okay, this didn't work out. This kind of. Oh God. Oh man. Well, at least oh my God, dude. I just got up to get more books stack on this stack, and then this shit. So I feel like this is the max you can have with like it moving and not moving around. It's time to take it down? No, it's never taking down. It's staying up, baby. Like the Leaning Tower of Pisa. Ain't pizza. Credit card was in this. I don't want to dox myself. Crazy, that'd be kind of bonkers. Holy shit. Fucking broke my disc. The world with them. Okay. That's a goddamn mess. Told me to stop stacking. And I'm like water, brother. I can't stop being. Wait, that's actually. I'm glad and this keeps saying that. Saying, holy shit, that would have been bad. Can't stop me from stacking, motherfucker. That's just the way of life. That's just the way it is, goddamn it. But hey, back to romance. Romance anime, kind of lit, kind of poggers. Because if you never had romance in your life, it allows you to experience it for the first time. Is water wet? Ooh. I want to get into the philosophical questions here. Okay, well, first of all, what's the definition of wet? I'm glad you asked, class. The definition of wet. Definition. How do you spell definition? Is covered or saturated with water or another liquid. That's the definition of wet. Now, is water covered in water or another saturated liquid? Here's the thing, right? Bull might be onto something here. How can water be covered by water if it's water? No, the only thing you could say that the only way water can be wet is if it's ice, right? Because ice would be wet once it melts because it's covered in water, because it used to be water. So the only thing that could be wet that is water is ice. Because water can be wet because water is how things get wet, or liquid is how things get wet. So you can't have the thing making things wet be also wet, because what's making water wet? Water? If the water is making water wet, then what's making that water wet? Water? Then what's making that water wet? Water? Then what's making that water wet? You can't. It's not possible. It's a conundrum. It's a fucking dumb, bro. Yes, frozen water can be wet. 100% agree. That is right. According to the definition, that is true. But that's because it's turning into water. But the process of turning into water is what makes it wet. So it's very, very philosophical question that many people have been stumped upon. Unlike me, I have found out the real answer. Were dinosaurs real? My. I have a question for you. Have you seen any dinosaurs recently? No, they're not real. End of the question. End of discussion. No other question needed. No other source, no other evidence, nothing. Nothing needed. That's all you need to know. Oh, you know what the problem is? So the problem is the main source of my shit is uneven. Look at that. That's why it fell. Maybe if I even it out, it'd be okay. Harvard, you want to hold? Yeah, bro, listen. I've been getting emails from like Harvard, Yale, and fucking ICDC college. They're like, hey, bro, listen, I heard you spitting some facts. So, you want to get a college degree, dude? You want a PhD in knowledge, dude? And then I'm like, yo, facts? Factual information? It fell from the top. Man, you fell from the top. Fell while getting top. Because you weren't at the top. Therefore, you fell from the top. On top of the top, with the top, on top of the top, with more top, on top of that top, with more top, on top of the top. ICDC college. You like glizzies? I like hot dogs. Yeah, I like hot dogs. Hot dogs are fine. I mean, I'm not that much of a pork fan, but hot dogs are they're okay. You don't see me like deep throwing hot dogs every now and again, but I'll watch them fucking I'll watch some hot dog eating competitions. Whenever I'm like feeling depressed or some shit, if I'm feeling down, I watch people like try to shove food down their mouths for a competition. It's the most beautiful thing you ever seen in your life. I think if I can hold on, see. Well, I'll probably show you in a minute. Yeah, like there are beautiful hot dog competitions to watch that are just magnificent to behold and cherish as an entity. I hate pork, I love pork. Yeah, I mean, like pork is okay. Like I just don't choose to eat it because I read a book and it like described what a farm was to me, and I didn't like how the farm was described, so I stopped eating pork. Boom. Vegan propaganda works, folks. Wake up. You believe in God or gods? Oh, okay, that's spicy. That's probably another fucking episode in itself. Oh fuck. Live in a society. I wanted to see the Joker move so fucking bad. I was like no meme. I was like fucking 2 semesters away from becoming the Joker. But that would have been unfortunate. Just want to know, not start a whole conversation right now. I mean, any inclination is a conversation. Well, I mean, I guess fucking say it, but I don't fucking care. I am a hardcore, try hard, sweaty boy atheist. Now, am I open to conversation? Sure, why not? But that's my affiliation there. Whoa, 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 it's gonna fall. Oh my god. It's like, it ain't gonna fucking fall. You kidding me? Like a science major and like science stuff, you know what I'm saying? It ain't gonna fall, bro. Like, what the fuck? You think it's gonna, like, what the fuck? You gonna doubt my skills, bro? What the fuck? What the fuck, Nick? Fuck, bitch. Favorite game? Oh, either Skyrim or Rocket League, because I have like hundreds of hours put into them. I can check right now how many hours I got in Rocket League or Skyrim. Ugh. Oh fuck. You know what? Turn the camera off while I get that shit. No OnlyFans content. I got 500 hours in Skyrim and 220 hours in Rocket League. So Rocket League, Skyrim, I would say is my favorite game. Bro. Now Rocket League is fun playing with people. Only problem is though is that people are toxic as shit. So it's gonna be quite a problem to get over the toxicity. And also the thing is too, right? It's like playing ranked. It's like they're either like really good or they're really bad. And at that front, it's like, how come it can't be fair, dude? How come it just can't be my level every single time? How come they gotta be like godly good is godly just awful? It ain't right. Games be hitting different with your friends. Yeah. I'll go into detail with the God question and shit. You know what I mean? I stream every day at 11 p.m. Once my computer gets up and running, I'll watch videos and shit. But until then, it's just gonna be me and the cam, blam blam blam. You know what I'm saying? Like, fucking, you know what I'm saying? Like, right? What the fuck's R6? Listen. I may look old and I may look young, but I don't know all these Zoomer terms. R6, 25, 67, 29, 23. Like, what the fuck? I may look like the smartest person. Oh, Rainbow Six. Nah, I haven't played that. I only played like 20 games in my life, probably 20, 40 games. Like whenever I get games, I just stick to like the most fucking the games that I can leech at least 200 hours off of. That's how I look at games. Like if I can get 200 hours of content out of this game, I'm confident. Even though I've never beaten that many games, hold up, I've never beaten a game in my life, like ever. It's kind of wild to me. Maybe I'm just obsessed with not completing shit. I don't know what Black Desert is. That like a porn site or something? Sure, I like porn. Why not? That sounds spicy. Fucking hell, bro. Oh, MMORPGs. Okay, so that's the thing. I can't play 200 hours, bro. I lose interest too fast. Like, how do you, hold up, how are you a video gamer, but you can't fucking, it's a game? Bet, of course it is. Of course, it's a game, right? Okay, yeah, whatever. What's next? The Earth isn't a pyramid? Get the fuck out of here, dude. You lies. Fucking lying to me, dude. This guy drinking the fluoride in his water. Holy moly. Yeah, it's easy to see 200 hours in the video game if you just like playing video games. I mean, you're not a real gamer, brother. You can't sink 200 hours in fucking Tetris. Are you even a real gamer, brother? I remember my Fortnite phase. That shit kind of hit. It was like my literal Fortnite phase was like, I think 2 days. I played Fortnite for 2 days, didn't like it like 3 years ago, and I haven't played it ever since. I'm not good enough to be at battle royales. Like my hand-eye coordination is so mid. Holy shit, I can't. How do people play Valorant, CS:GO, Call of Duty on a consistent basis without like their mind and their wiring just going to shit? Like, even when I was young, I had like fucking tetanus whenever I played like those fucking dumbass games. Just, it would destroy my soul. I couldn't participate in that. I wasn't active or ample enough to be a full-on Andy gamer. Fortnite is shit now. Hey man, fun fact, spoiler alert, it's been shit. It didn't become shit. It always was the shit. Or shit, not the shit. Dox myself? I heard doxing yourself is pretty bad. Yes, brother. We are, you know what? We're not in a simulation. We're in a simulation of a simulation. That's what we're in right now. However, just like a Sword Art Online, if you die in the game, you die in real life. So therefore, you will never find out if you're a simulation or not. Before you ask, yes, I wear the same shirt every single stream. Every single stream, I wear the same shirt. Look at my last 3-4 streams, wear the same exact shirt every single time. I don't do it because I don't wash my clothes. I just do it because, you know, first thing, it's over there. It's over there. That's why I do that shit. Nope, nope, nope. Here's the thing: the main character theory is bump because there are people who think they're also the main character, and that just shatters that entire theory. You don't have fucking you don't have you ever like watched a TV show and someone's like, I'm also the main character, my name is Tom? Like, no, like one of them's the main character, one of them isn't. Like either I'm the main character, you're all side quest characters, or you're the main character and I'm a side quest character in your story, which is impossible because if I was the main character, you're the side quest story in my story, then how are you the side quest character in my story if you're the main story character in your main character story? That wouldn't make any sense because in order to be a side character, you have to have less significance or be less than equal to me as importance rating. So therefore, boom, bam, boom, bam, boom, bam, bam, boom. Who's real character? That's a great question. Maybe that's the question we need to find out. You know what? No, it's not like Fairy Tail. Fairy Tail is kind of fire, but no. We hear Fairy Tales, we hear Lucy's thoughts all the time and her stupid story, whatever. Anyway, when I first became conscious of my consciousness at around 13 years old, I always had this thought of when I died, the entire world will blow up because I am the main character of the entire. I was that selfish, right? Like if I literally just boom, just fell off a cliff, the entire world would implode and the universe would break. I thought like that for a year, a consistent year. So I was like, you know what? Fuck, like I can do whatever the fuck I want. You know what I'm saying? Like, I was really happy to live. I was that. I have never been happier in my life than I was back then when I was 12 years old. Because like, I felt like I didn't believe in anything else. I just thought like, as a concept, me dying would end the universe. Therefore, I can do whatever I want because at the end, there's nothing else after me. So therefore, I'm free of any guilt. And then what stopped me was probably, you know, getting a bad grade. And I'm like, wait, why would me getting a bad grade affect the death of my universe if it's such a small thing in the grand scheme of things? And it whole other tantrum and this, that, and the third. So essentially, I did have main character disease, but now I'm over it because I'm less of a narcissistic dumbass kid. But yeah, you could feel like the main character. I don't give a fuck. Elon Musk is the MC. Imagine if Elon Musk was the main character of our Earth story. This man married like a 30-year-old fucking pop star called Grimes. Like, what? We doing this? It's like, hey, we look at the god, aka the fucking player who started playing the game Earth. Like, hey, bro, you picked Elon Musk? Really, dude? You picked that guy? His daughter's name is a fucking. His daughter's name is a parable of unknown. His daughter's name is Missing Go. Like, what are we doing here? His daughter's name is hieroglyphics. Come on. Restart the game, brother. Pick a different character. Do it again. Asher Smith. I don't know. It's like AE12X45 parameter parably times 47 on top of the A squared. Some bullshit like that. It's something kind of crazy. It's not anything. Do you dream in a coma? No. Ooh. I don't think you do dream in a coma. I think your consciousness puts itself, it's not a dream. Because like when you're in a coma, I again, this could be all disproven by the fake people who control the media. I feel like when you're in a coma, your consciousness needs somewhere to go. Because when you dream, your consciousness is just like, just playing everything you've seen. But if you're in a coma, your consciousness is like, okay, I'm never going to come out in quite some time, so I might as well just say fuck it and make this my new world now. And it's I feel like it's more surreal than a dream. It becomes like a second life, for lack of better words. It was an hour? Well, goddamn, brother. Oh, fucking shit, goddamn. Well, fuck me in the ass, calm down, goddamn, brother. But yeah, like, cause what is the consciousness supposed to do when there isn't anything to do? Like, the consciousness is what's allowing you to look at the screen, and the consciousness is allowing me to think words that I don't even know what the fuck's going on coming out of my mouth before I even say it. Without that consciousness, like, having a place to stage, it's going to make up this entirely new universe and allow the person to coma to stay there since it's going to be there for an indefinite time. Now, you could say if you had any resemblance of, I don't know, ripping out the conscious or trying to implant it somewhere else, then maybe they could wake up and then put it back in them, but that might kill them because that consciousness is probably the one thing that kept them alive. It's very tricky. Yes, the brain, that's another thing too. Like one thing is like, are you a mecha suit and the brain is a pilot, or do you exist as an entity and then your brain is just a part of the entity as existing? You know what I mean? That's kind of crazy. You wake up from a coma, how do you remember everything? It's because I feel like it's like your consciousness, it works in overdrive. This could be fake. If you don't believe me, the earth will crumble. Anyway, I feel like it will just download all the information around you. Because like, here's the thing, the fun thing, right? Because I got that from when you dream. If you ever go outside, you fucking cretins, you probably don't, you're watching me. But if you ever go outside and you just see some strangers, you never talk to them again, you go to sleep, your face subconsciously downloads all the faces you've ever seen. It downloads all the settings you've ever been to. It downloads every single particle you've ever experienced outside of your home, including your home as well, because it's part of the dream too. And then it puts that into the dream in different sequences. So I feel like if you're in a coma and you can't retrieve the data fully as you do when you're going to dream, it decides to use the senses that aren't eyes, like the smell, the sound, and the feel, the temperature, and it takes that data and puts it into its own universe, and it starts to build up its own fucking universe to block you out of realizing you're in a coma. Because I think if you realize in a coma, don't you die if you realize in a coma? I don't know. I think your brain's automatic. Yeah, it is. Because like you can't tell your brain to you can't tell your brain to stop your heart from pumping, but you can make a knife shove into your heart, stop it from pumping. Like the brain. Like I mentioned this last room too. Like the human body, it's like it's so cool in the aspect of where like. It has like an infinite amount of strengths. It can do whatever the fuck it wants, but it also has as many weaknesses as it does strengths. Like that kind of almost cancels that out. Like the human body can fucking have an appendix working in your body, not doing anything, and just chill there for the rest of your life. While at the same time, if you get a cut on your upper thigh, your life is gone because it hits carotid artery. That would be like a bunch of blood seeping out of your fucking system. It's 1 a.m. over here too, brother. It is EST time. EST. Fuck. What's the name? I don't know about you guys, but whenever I get cabin fever, I had a phase in my life where it always was when I was working at my job. I don't have a job anymore. How did the person who created a clock know what time was? Sundial. Yeah, it was sundial. Sundial. I mean, I know where you're gonna go there, like how deep that is, but it was basically sundial. Like, nope, that was an easy answer. But at a time period where like whenever I would work and my brain hated working, it would conjure up demons in corners, and I look back, and then there'd be no demon. But then I turn my head, and I swear to God, there's a demon like right there behind me, and it would be like, and I turn around, and he's gone, and I couldn't get any work done for like a month because I kept hearing and feeling the demon behind me. And come to find out, like it was like my brain was like playing these tricks on me because I got fucking tired and being bored looking at the same scenario. Because your brain does that, right? That's cabin fever. Cabin fever is like you're able you sit in the same place for 20 years straight, and your brain's like, fucking, I'm bored. Boom, a demon, ha ha ha, and it has fun. My guy, now I'm getting. Want to know something else too about that demon? So it had bandages all over its body like an Ajin, and it was yellow. It was a bright yellow, so you couldn't just knock away as a shadow because it was bright fucking yellow. It was oozing just pus all over the place. It didn't have eyes. It didn't have a nose. It had a mouth. The mouth was always open. It had teeth in those mouths that were sharp enough to cut air and water. And this demon was at least 7 feet tall. It was essentially like Siren Head's baby brother, essentially. And every single time I would think about seeing, I'll close my eyes, he'd be right there, just looking at me. And it'd just be like, instant particles flying everywhere of his essence, of his being. And I couldn't close my eyes because I just continuously see him. If I keep closing my eyes, he would then devour me while I'm closing my eyes, and I couldn't be alive anymore because he devoured me. So that's why I had problems sleeping that whole month. Anyway, my whole point of, yeah, exactly. that's literally the point. Yeah, it's like the whole, like, you're in a shower and you hear something, you feel like someone's watching you in the shower, and then you open, nothing's there. It's like that feeling essentially. And only thing that got me out of that feeling for that entire month was, I think it was I just stopped masturbating for like a week, and I just stopped. But that was just really weird. Dude, I can't draw. What the fuck? You want me to draw, dude? I guess I can like look up a definition of it, I guess. Cause like I'm gonna pull up like a good descriptor of what it looked like. Cause like I was reading this manga, so that was a reference as to what it was probably. Yeah, anime kind of fucked me over. I'll be honest. I was reading too much manga, and it kind of got to me. I scared myself in Minecraft, obviously. Yeah, this is a fit description here. I can just fucking. I'm bored of Ajin, man. Yeah, Ajin. I gave up on Ajin too. Not because it's boring, but just because like they kept raising the stakes too high. It was becoming too. It looked like this. Like that essentially. Like this, except like a little bit more creepy. That's essentially what it is. So yeah. And just wouldn't go away. But I just stopped masturbating for a week, and then boom, even went away. Yeah, I didn't watch. I read the manga, so I didn't get any of the season lag, whatever. But yeah, it was kind of. Hey, I like the story. The story and the concept is pretty fun. It is a pretty cool concept. But yeah, I had to give up for a reason. I don't know. Like, they kept dragging on the fucking final fight. It was so annoying. Like they spent like 10 chapters dragging on the final fight. Like, Jesus Christ. Like 2,000 people died. Get to fighting. God damn it. I'm tired of this. Like, it was so dumb. La 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 la. So, which one of you fuckers are gonna go outside and feed my dog? I don't know about you guys, but I used to be deathly afraid of dogs to the point where I would have like constant nightmares of dogs eating my stomach and like using my entrails as like fucking like chewy toys, whatever. And whenever I saw a dog, I instantly started sweating. I don't feel that anymore because like um every single person I know has a dog, and I was too socially anxious to be afraid. So I canceled my fear of dogs by not trying to be afraid while in front of them. It made no sense. I'm not afraid of dogs anymore. I don't understand it at all. You love dogs, hate a dog. Like, I mean, like, it'd be cool to have a dog. I'm not saying it won't. I'm just like, they seem cool. Like, dogs pretty cool. They have a lot of emotion. Like, a lot of animals have a lot of emotion like we do. I mean, like, it's just like that. Pretty cool. Like I'm gonna be honest, like straight up, I want a pet pig. Like straight up. I want a big ass motherfucking hog, dude. I want to like that big ass motherfucker. You know what I mean? I want that like 20-foot long motherfucking bitch ass hog. I want a hog. I want a pig, dude. I don't know. If they embody like my personality, just lazy as shit, but powerful. Get 'em. Within me is the spirit of. Yeah, so cats are more chill and easy to get. Well, I feel like cats are like cats are like if depression was an animal. That's what cats are essentially. That's a whole nother fucking stream. Donald Trump debacle. That's literally another fucking stream because there's like multiple videos about that shit. Clash of Clans Hog Rider. Maybe. When it gets TPP big, I'd sell it. Oh, too big. Oh, the hog. Yeah, probably. Like the ideal concept of even having that is like to give it enough space where it can like just do whatever the fuck it wants, right? I think that's the ideal latitude. Cause like where do pigs hold up? Let's look this up. What are pigs' natural habitat besides farms? Because farms is an animal's natural habitat. Like, where do pigs fit in the natural scale of anything? Are they like how wild boars are? They just roaming the wild plains like grass and shit? If that's the case, I guess that makes sense. But I don't know. I like the pigs don't make sense to me. I guess that because like they're related to boars and shit, so they just be out in the wild. Okay, never mind. Answer my own question. I'm so smart. I am literally the smartest person on this goddamn planet. You cannot name one person smarter than me. You can't. You cannot do it. It is literally impossible. Do that. Like, at all. Yeah, pigs like boars, yeah. I feel like it'd be the same thing like cows too. Like cows like oxes, they just do what the fuck they want. Just like moo, bitch, moo. You know, hold on. I thought about this, right? I thought about this. Like, the first person to come up with like a fire ass pun that's used to this day, like move like that. That's crazy. Bill Gates? Okay. Do you want my actual opinion of Bill Gates or my real opinion of Bill Gates? You think you can pull Excalibur? Fuck yeah, dude. I make it the Excalibur because I pull it out so fast. Pull out game strong, dude. Hello, duh. Here's the thing about Bill Gates, right? Bill Gates is gonna implant chips into the vaccine and make us all robots and make us all obey his orders. Bill Gates will end humanity. Well, that's why we need a vaccine that has been human tested and will kill us from Russia. All right, see you later, killer. Thanks for coming around, brother. Appreciate it. Oh no. The Bill Gates. I listen. I love conspiracy theories. I love all conspiracy theories. You know what? I might do it right now, actually, if my computer can handle it. I just love conspiracy theories so fucking like you don't understand. Like I recently just got into QAnon. It is making my dick so fucking hard. Like it is beautiful. Like it. You guys understand like what QAnon is? It is so deep. It is so vast. Like, even if I don't believe it, I'm shocked by how much information there is about QAnon. Like it's like finding out the Illuminati when you were like 10 years old or like 11 years old. Like that shit is like, it's like, what? There's more to it. It's like yeah, I do VODs. I got VODs on YouTube with the same name on YouTube about my Twitch shit. But I don't know if I want to do that now though, cause like I don't know how long I can stay on this shit. I got no stamina, buddies. I'm a fat fucker. I ain't got no fucking stamina at all. I ain't been outside in like 3 months, baby. I ain't got no fucking stamina. Yeah, I just said it for another time. I'll just probably do that like next. I'll just dive deeper into QAnon. Corner hentai. Listen, I made an entire YouTube channel about hentai reviews that got nuked. So I guess I prefer porn. It's like the thing is, right? I'm quite particular when it comes to what I choose to delve into with the eroticism, right? Because I had a phase. Okay, I'm gonna be honest here. If no one else is honest with me, it's gonna be really awkward. Okay, I'm gonna admit it. Okay, you're my therapist. I'm gonna admit it right now. I had a phase where I would use a how do I explain this? Pocket pussy. A pocket pussy. I would use that, and whenever I would finish using it, I would either not clean it or I would use a bleach wipe to clean it. And I would use a bleach wipe to clean said orifice on a continuous basis, which then I would use the next day without washing out the bleach. So I've had numerous phases where I would just continue to through the bleach infested orifice, and it caused irreversible damage. The searing pain I felt while I was coming to, for lack of better words, it felt like, you know, when you see like people making lime or lemonade and they're doing that on like a little spike, it's like that. It felt like that was going on in my penile area, and I've been so low. Like I don't know. I just like, I feel like that almost made me like the amount of pain I had to go through just to feel a second of pleasure. Just it never was. Basically, trying to say is like I almost castrated myself. Like just. I almost fucking like eviscerated my entire penis. Dude. Like, holy fuck. Oh god. Favorite porn genre? You want my honest answer? Because I can't tell you my honest answer is a secret. I cannot tell you that the CIA government man will hunt me down. But my fake answer I tell all my friends is threesomes. Threesomes my favorite kind. that's my. No, I didn't regret it. Like the pain was so immense, it felt like I was burning. Every single time I couldn't even feel anything. It felt like have you ever seen a potato being peeled before? That's what it felt like. You know, just honest opinion. Okay. It rhymes with princess. There you go. That's as far as I'm going. As far as I'm going, because threesomes is a half truth. It's a half truth. But yeah, it's definitely as far as I'm going. If I go any further than that, I will. The evil ones will on my life. Oh my god, dude! Like. You want to know how I got into that? It's basically like how I got into anything I like. It started as a joke, right? Like it basically explained how I even got into like liking any music I like at all. How I listen to Soulja Boy unironically. I have 30 albums of Soulja Boy songs downloaded on my iPod that I listen to on like a weekly basis that I like unironically now. I don't know how that started. It's because I started looking at it like a joke, sort of, and consuming the content as a joke. That's the same thing I did with that content as well, that you're typing in the chat correctly. I consumed it as a joke, and then I coomed as a joke as well. Like, haha, oh yeah, it's so funny. Like this is so funny. Like it's crazy. Like it's not real. It's so funny. And then I'm like, wow, okay, that's all I can. That's all I need right now. That's all I crave. It happens so fast. I don't know. I just that's one secret I will keep to the grave, most definitely. Because like, what, like, how do you even talk about that, dude? Like, how do you even, all of it, every single aspect of it, Ross, every single aspect. I'm not particular. All of it. I'm not picky. I downloaded a Do You Know the Way Trap remix as a joke, and I like, oh, this uppity music, this is a joke. You're like, oh shit, the 808s are hitting me live. The endorphins are feeling in my vein. And then you just next thing you know, you became a Gucci Mane fan. Gucci Mane fan. My oh my. That's what got me into country. Unironic. I love country now. Same shit. Literally same shit. Okay, hentai. That I've reviewed or that I've watched. I don't know what the fuck it's called. Like some 3D shit. I don't know. I have to look it up. I'll probably mention it next time. It's like some 3D shit where she's like, oh my god. Oh, I'm drugged. Oh my god. I'm stuck in a fucking, oh no, don't, like, it's I can't explain the full plot of that show without feeling or looking like a degenerate. I can't even explain my full like favorite genre without feeling or looking like a degenerate. I cannot do that. I can't. I will look like, well, I already look like a degenerate, so I guess that'd be half the job, right? Landlord one for me? When you say landlord, do you mean the one like she's like a fucking loli? Is that the one you're talking about? Like that one? That one? Or did I just expose myself? I might have exposed myself. Yikes. Yikerton.com, brother. I might have spilled the bag. Possibly. No, that one is 100%. I've seen that one before. 100%. No, it's not my favorite, but I've seen it before. And I'm like, oh, this is funny, and like it was like, oh, okay, never mind. I'm fucking out of here. See ya. I'm like, I'm out of here. No, I don't. That was the point. Like I don't like if it pops up. That's a no. That's a yikes. Not gonna happen. Even if I did, hypothetically, in a video game, I'm never gonna admit to it. So hypothetically, in a video game, I don't though. So yeah. I would say favorite genre is the most popular genre, and then Futanari. Those are my favorites, I'd say. The most popular genre is obviously like ones involving several elastic limbs that are bendable and pliable, but yet hard at the same time. You know, certain types of limbs that are very flexible and movable. Certain types of limbs that have, you know, a lot of mobility involved with them. Certain types of limbs. Are you catching the drift here? Are you catching the headwind of my essence? Yes, I do. It's very very amazing. Food is real on for me. Yeah, you just gotta like, you know, the phallus. If you don't like the phallus, you're not gonna enjoy the art as a whole. You know what I mean? Like, I guess one way I try to like convince people to win them over to my side is like, do you like watching another guy have sex? No? Then imagine two women having sex. Boom. Convinced. Every single time. Have I watched that? In a video game, hypothetically, in a world that isn't this one, in an alternate universe, in a different dimension, yes, I've watched Boku no Pico. I've watched all 3 episodes. In an alternate dimension, in a video game, in a reality disconnect from this one. Yes. I was gonna review it at one point on my not prolific, it's not fucking famous. On my formerly I don't watch either for different reasons. What's the name? I was gonna review it, but I couldn't convince myself to watch the show again because I feel like as a joke I would get into whoa, that sounds suspect as fuck. As a joke, I would be more inclined to look up more videos like that. I guess I don't fucking know. I don't fucking know. That's just weird to me. Oh, I know what it is. I didn't want to download it on my hard drive. There you go. That's what I meant to say. That's the right answer. Isn't Yuri on Ice just like the ice skating show? Isn't that it? That shit's fun. It isn't too crazy. Now I assume they made a hentai out of it. Obviously, I mean they had to. I mean it is a medium that is animated, that is on the internet, that will be. Yikes! That will be Rule 34 off existence. So it's bound to. I be doing shit on my fucking. I doing shit on the fuck. Well, all right, folks. That's the bloody end of it all, there, bro. I have the intro engraved in my mind. But Yuri on Ice, god damn, you're a stan, brother. If you like Yuri on Ice, watch Free. Like the swimming anime Free, you would love it. You would infinitely love it. If you like, if you like Yuri on, if you don't like Yuri on Ice, you're not gonna like Free. Because it's like the same vibes going on there. All right, guys. It's been about an hour and 45 minutes. I'm gonna head off for now. The only one that won't give me cancerous ads. All right. So I'll be back on around the same time tomorrow and just mind dump on all of you guys. All right. If you haven't followed, follow. So long.